Goddamn monkeys making a mess everywhere. And that one ate my orange. Well, luckily I have my monkey removal tool. Michael Crichton says hi.
I'm upset with nothing!
I'm taking a safari into the Virunga region of the Congo. If you don't want to go, just go wherever. But you should know this is a damn dangerous place and people die here very easily.
The scene where Herkimer Homolka asks Peter what he thinks Amy was drawing.
Those paintings, do you think she was drawing something she saw in life or in a dream, maybe?
I think she was drawing the jungle, home.
And I don't understand the dialogue choice. Because he says, like, what do you think she was drawing? I don't, like, was he expecting him to say, oh, I think she was drawing the lost city of Zinj. Like, yeah, exactly. Oh, you too, good.
What about those oval shapes?
Just a shape she liked, something like that.
I also like that at one point he says, now out of the grasp of Ceausescu. Gets real political with it.
Sorry, the best part about the best part about Ceausescu is you can still watch his assassination. You can just watch that whole video. I love being a child of the early internet. We got to watch a beheading video. We got to see all these.
Wait, did
horrible
Ceausescu
things.
shoot himself?
No, he was shot by a firing squad. Him and his wife.
Damn, dude.
So Amy, meanwhile, is playing with bugs, and she looks like she's actually happy back here in Africa. They all begin their march through the Congolese rainforest. Homolka asks Gutenberg about the strange oval eye shapes that Amy has been painting. Ernie Hudson and Laura Linney have a pointless discussion about the CIA.
So why'd you quit the CIA?
I never worked for the CIA.
Of course you didn't. But if you had worked for the CIA, why would you quit?
Because they're a loveless bunch of sons of bitches.
Then the team sets up camp for the evening.
Okay, here we go.
Let's reiterate the goals, because that's what Homolka and Ernie Hudson do in this scene as well.
I wonder what she's about.
What do you mean? Well, she's after something. You're after something.
He says the ape may be able to tell us the thoughts of the wild gorillas.
Yes, well, I can tell you your thoughts, Hackam. You're looking for King Solomon's diamond, the lost city of Zinj.
I've given it up.
Oh, you'll never give it up.
The problem is, Hackam, it doesn't exist. Solomon must have gotten his diamonds from Cartier.
Gutenberg wants to take the cyborg arm sign language speaking gorilla back to her native habitat. Laura Linney wants to find the space laser and Ash from the Evil Dead. And Homolka wants to find the lost city of Zinj and King Solomon's diamonds.
Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds right.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right there.
Sorry, my brain just fogged over.
Yeah, I just had a...
Because I was like, they all need to get to the place except for Ernie Hudson. Ernie Hudson needs to make sure that they get to the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was nothing funny about that.
No, there's nothing really funny at all. They just talk about what's happening. And for the rest of the movie, they walk for a bit, they talk, they set up camp. The next scene, they walk for a bit, they talk, they set up camp until they reach where it is that they need to go regardless.
I made a note of this because there's that bit where they're sleeping in their tents and they hear all of the monkeys going crazy.
What is that?
What is that?
Pulliver's monkeys.
That's monkeys?
And then Laura Linney and Steve Gutenberg come out. They're like, "What's this noise?" And he's like, "Oh,
Herkimer.
These
Cranking one out.
These monkeys, they turn into Elvis at the full moon." It's like, this is a little digression that you would have after an exciting action sequence to like, okay, let's take a breath, calm down, and have a cute little moment. But the whole movie has just been digressions up to this point. This is just another little waste of time.
The monkeys are cranking their hogs.
Have you never heard monkeys have sex before?
There is a scene here that I thought was funny, just within the film's world context of Don John Baker.
Oh,
Travis.
yeah. We're getting there.
Oh, we're not there yet. Okay.
No. I'm just about to introduce that scene. But thank you for allowing me to do my job. For Pete's sake. Laura Linney.
I thought we skipped it.
Laura Linney calls Mitchell back in Houston.
I read and see you, Dr. Ross. Congratulations on crossing the border.
Picking up a clear signal from the laser's power pack.
Excellent. Wherever that laser is, Charles should be too.
Let's hope so. Tomorrow we enter the rainforest at the base of the volcanic range.
Laura Linney and the team, they're hot on the trail of the laser. Mitchell also had the mutant gray ape image analyzed, and a primatologist said that it's a species hitherto unknown.
What is it?
My primatologist tells me it's something new. He doesn't know what it is, but it's gorilla-like.
Also, that volcano there near is active. It's going to blow any minute.
The bad news is geothermal. You've got to hurry.
That region of the Virungas is bad. Sometimes the volcanic activity is breaking out of the ground. The region's going to blow.
Mitchell says that they're in the area around the Virungas, and it's a humongous Virungas. And the Virungas, if I'm not mistaken, is the area between the anus and the testicles.
Also called the Zinj.
Like, rub my Zinj, press on my Virungas.
Milk the
Makes
Zinj.
me come harder.
Yeah, I'm into nothing too crazy. Prostate play, minge tickling.
Zinj manipulation.
Let's explore the lost city of Zinj together.
First you rub the Zinj, and that'll make the Virungas.
Did anyone else think about humongous Virungas, or is that just me?
I wish I had thought of that. That's so fucking funny.
But Eric, you wanted to talk about this call between Mitchell and Laura Linney?
Yeah, because it's like the exact same thing happens again. Unbeknownst to Travis, nothing bad happens this time around, but like he's got to be thinking like every time I fucking link up to this satellite, a goddamn gorilla knocks the camera off and kills everybody. So then he sends a third team, you know what I mean? So by that logic, when the plane went down later on, he would have sent a fourth team who probably arrived after the movie was done. Every time he turns on that fucking camera, he just runs out of the woods and punches it.
I have the camera ready to go. Get a team just prepped. We're sending 6 more people into Central Africa.
Let's keep this quiet. I sent a team of people out, and then Laura, you got to keep this quiet. I'm going to send you and a team of people out. He thinks they're dead. All right, this new team of people, we got to keep this quiet.
Maybe he doesn't know what quiet means. Maybe Jodan Baker thinks the word quiet means like some sort of barbecue sauce.
You know how many borders they've closed at this point?
He looks like Fat Elvis, doesn't he?
These screens kind of look like ice cream if you squint hard. Keyboard looks like cake.
Buttery monkey over there. So Amy's running around and she knocks over Laura Linney's transmitter and it's broken.
It's destroyed. It's completely destroyed.
That night, they hear sound effects all night. Sound effects of monkeys cranking their hogs, as we said earlier. And then as Laura Linney and Gutenberg go back to bed, they exchange little monkey howls at each other because we need to be reminded that they're going to fall in love by the end of the film. I hate movies. So they all continue to trek through the rain. It's so wet. We then cut to an image of the savannah or grasslands and then back into the rainforest, a transition of hundreds of miles. Another camp scene. Goody.
We get a little Stand By Me in this one.
Oh, well, Amy plays with a frog before eating some bananas.
I thought she was going to eat the frog.
I did too.
Gutenberg, like he jolts out of his little red tent and runs over to Ernie Hudson and pulls down his shorts and says, "Why is my cock so small?"
All the blood got sucked out of it.
He runs out with a leech on his dick. And he says, "What do I do?" And Ernie says, "Use my cigar to burn it off."
Oh, shit! Somebody help me. What is it? There's something on my... It's like a creature or growth or something on my... Look.
This is the Stand By Me moment. But there's the first time that I watched this, the note that I have is Peter doesn't piss himself. Because the first time that I watched this, it looked like when he went to show Ernie Hudson the leech that a bunch of like piss fell out of his boxers. And I couldn't figure out what was going on, and I couldn't get it until I watched it the second time. Because there's a guy behind him stoking a fire and boiling water. And then he stands in front of him as he takes a ladle of it, and it pours out all over the ground. And it looks as though he like opens the boxers to be like, "What's on my dick?" And then all this piss falls out. And then when I was first watching it, I was like, that's not what it looks like when you piss. It doesn't just all fall out. Like, unless he's got a huge, maybe he's really into sounding or something. He's got a giant cock hole.
He sounds himself with a corn cob. He has a humongous Virungas.
That would be where Ernie Hudson says, "I see you keep your piss in your boxers. I keep mine in my balls."
Don't indicate you see them. Resume. The ghost tribe.
Lurking in the jungle is a tribe of white-faced ghost tribe members. They're not actual ghosts. But Ernie Hudson says ghost tribe.
There are probably 20 of them.
I only see 2.
Yes, that's how they are.
Are they friendly?
They're sensitive. They're forest people.
And they're here to notify the members of that group that someone with the Travacom symbol on their clothing is dead. And Laura Linney fears it's Ash who's dead.
It's Travacom, the company I work for.
The Mizumo have several levels of dead. Someone's not dead until they're completely dead.
But don't worry, it's just John Hawkes.
It's not him.
It's not who?
It's Bob Driscoll. Jesus, what happened to him? Bob?
I love John Hawkes, too. I was wondering if anybody else recognized
Nobody
him.
dies like John Hawkes, man.
He dies of fear.
Of fear?
When I watched this, I was like, is that John Hawkes? He wakes up, he sees Amy the gorilla, screams, and then his heart explodes inside of his chest. Didn't have a speaking line in the movie.
So this...
Is that a gorilla?
This tribe...
Haunted. You like it?
This group of people thinks that this guy is dead, and they're doing a ceremony because they're not sure if he's completely dead. His soul hasn't left his body or something.
Ooh, look who knows so much, huh?
And Laura Linney is so concerned that it's Charles, and she's tearing up and she's emotional. And then they pull him out, and she's like, "Oh, it's just Bob." Like, doesn't give a fuck. He's dead. And she's like, "Bob, are you okay?
Bob, knock it off.
Come on, Bob, quit screwing around."
Where's Ash versus the Evil Dead?
It's like, no, he's dead.
He's dead. Pass that over here. That part I don't get, because he's got his eyes open when they get to him. He looks like a corpse. And then somehow, through the power of Laura Linney, he wakes up, only to then die immediately.
They haven't moved him. I believe his soul has left his body. And if they move him, his soul will be lost, never finding his body again.
I like to think that the magic worked. His soul had left his body and they successfully brought it back. And then if you follow that line of thought, that tribes leader guy who successfully brought a guy back to life only to have Laura Linney explode his heart is probably very pissed off that he just wasted all that time.
Fucking white women, eh? They just ruin everything.
Imagine that you're Frank Marshall and you're directing this film and you have a whole bunch of black actors and you as a white guy need to direct them as the ghost African tribe. Shake around a bit more. Good. Now for the coverage. We're doing this multiple times from different angles.
Beautiful boats. One is a wonderful thing.
The team inflates some rafts and they head downriver, but they crash into the rocks and die. The end. No, they're fine. They inflate some rafts after having another little bit of a sing-along.
On a winter's day.
And they're out on a lake, and this is where Laura Linney asks Homolka about Zinj, and we learn that it was King Solomon's diamond mine in Africa. I don't know who should be offended first.
So what is this Zinj, Mr. Homolka?
I suppose there is no point in playing stupid. We shall arrive there together. We shall all be rich.
Homolka is certain that they'll find Zinj because Amy has been having bad dreams and the eye drawings match his ring from earlier. Homolka thinks that Amy is having nightmares about the lost city of Zinj.
Yes, but we have a trumping card. That gorilla knows where it is.
What?
The gorilla. This is where I had my moment when, like, Ernie Hudson's like, "Oh, the lost city of Zinj. It's King Solomon's diamonds." That's when I wanted Homolka to be like, "No, I thought it was the city of Minj. I thought I was going to get all the pussy I ever wanted." Ernie Hudson can be like, "Well, don't you see, Homolka? With the diamonds, you can get all the Minj."
Lights up a third cigar, hands it to the hippo.
"Am I right, darling?" The hippo winks at him.
I thought it would have been a power move if he did smoke the cock leech cigar. Because he gives him the thing to burn the leech off, and then for some reason Peter hands it back to him, and he throws it away. I thought he should have just kept smoking.
You should have smoked it, dude. Make him look like a dick.
Yeah, make him look like a dick. Eat it. Eat the soap, Ricky.
Laura Linney has her little Game Boy out, but then it stops beeping, and she loses the signal.
Signal stopped.
Does that mean...
It just means the signal stopped.
And this is the dialogue. The signal stopped. And that means... It means the signal stopped. I don't know what it means.
Movie making 101 again. If there's a chance that Charles is still alive, Charles has something. He has the laser that's emitting the signal. He's running around this temple, and then you see like a punch or something, and then it fades to black. Then we hard cut to Laura Linney. She's like, the signal stopped. We as the audience know what happened, something, to Charles or the device. Laura Linney does not. And then you can see in her mind trying to delude herself, "Oh, that doesn't mean anything. That just means the signal stopped. It doesn't mean anything bad happened." But the dramatic irony is that we know something bad did happen. But instead, none of that. We just get a little pointless piece of dialogue.
Your scene makes sense.
Yeah.
In that context, I understand what's happening. In the context of the actual movie, it's just like the beeping stopped. What does that mean? And it just seems like she's stupid. She doesn't know how to work the little beeper anymore.
Can I take us back real quick? There was something I wanted to bring up and I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, harp music. We're going to go back. We're going back. We're going back.
We often talk about how going back. We often talk about how this is just all a series of choices. There's when Ernie Hudson and the gang meet the Ghost Tribe.
Yep.
Hamjambo.
Hatujambo.
Nanim kuenu.
He says something to them, and then they respond to him, and we don't get subtitles. The only time we get subtitles throughout the whole movie, as a matter of fact, is when two of the porters are talking about Amy and Peter.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time we get subtitles of any of the African people talking. But these tribesmen laugh at Ernie Hudson, and when they ask him what they said, he says, they're laughing at me because I said I'm in charge. And that's funny because I'm black, and I should be carrying something on my head.
Why are they laughing?
They asked who was in charge. I said I was.
I don't understand why that was in the movie. And it was one of the things that stuck out to me as like pointless and one of the more overtly like racial elements of this that I just didn't understand. And I was curious as to your guys' thoughts, whether that stuck with you as well or like why that was there. Because there's no connection to it ever again.
Frank Marshall is trying to insinuate that even black tribes in Africa are also racist. And if a primitive black culture in Africa can be racist, then so can we. That's what I think he's trying to say with that.
Truly wild. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't articulate my feelings on it into words, but it was just one of those things that really stuck with me because they then take him to see their tribal elder, who is a black man.
Right.
Which I just don't understand.
He's also got something on his head, I think, doesn't he? Isn't he carrying like fruit on his head or?
Yeah, he's carrying a bushel of Chiquita bananas. No, of course not. But no, I think also like it implies that this lost ghost tribe is in some way connected to outsiders and can recognize like white people's racism towards black people. I thought they were less like a lost tribe.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering about that too. So if they know that black people in white culture are looked down upon because of racism, does that mean that they get an opportunity to leave their tribe like the Amish do for Yom HaShoah or whatever? And they get to like, you go live out in the city and see what that's like, and then you can choose whether to come back to our tribe or not.
Maybe it's a commentary because they're painting themselves white. Maybe they're not. Maybe like they're. I don't know. Maybe it's some sort of meta commentary on colonialism. But enough about this in-depth analysis because we have to get to the hippo attack.
Hey, wait. What do they call it? What do the Amish call it? It's
Rumspringa.
Rumspringa. That's what it is.
Go down to Pennsylvania Dutch country. We're on Rumspringa. Clean up, boys.
The team travels across a lake at night and they're attacked by hippos.
Yes, this is a note that I made.
That's the scene.
And it's another stumbling block for our characters. But I remembered as a kid thinking this was dumb. And now I realize that the movie...
It is dumb.
It's very dumb. But the movie's too smart for its own good. And this is what I mean.
Explain.
Hippos are very dangerous. And hippos are in Africa. So the idea that you'd be out on the water and attacked by a hippo, that's a very serious thing. That's a life-threatening thing because they're aggressive and they're very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But people, I don't think at the time knew that. Unless you studied animals or were familiar with like what could kill you in Africa, hippos aren't on your list of things to be aware of.
Right.
Like when most people think of hippos, they think of Mu Dang, right?
Yeah.
The movie should have had a crocodile attacking them in the water. But instead they chose the more logical thing, the more dangerous thing being a hippo, but people don't know that. So even though it's accurate, it still seems dumb.
Or maybe perhaps they would be like attacked by something else in the water, like a giant tentacled creature. And then you can have one character say that it's like a member of the Archaea Atoya family.
They drink you.
They suck you. They latch on and they suck you.
I think the hippo was just pissed off that they were all singing California Dreaming in the middle of the night. Hippo's trying to sleep, comes out of nowhere.
Should you shut the fuck up?
Well, and Richard, the little dinky assistant, he says, I knew this would happen. You knew you were going to get attacked by a hippo?
Head for shore. I got it.
Well, why didn't you say something? Keeping it to yourself like that. They make it to shore from the wounded hippo attack. Overhead, they see a falling plane.
Good luck to them. Who are they? I don't know, but the Zaire Air Force has got a piece of their ass.
The Zaire Army got a piece of their ass, said... I was about to say Winston Churchill. And what I wanted to say after that was I meant Winston Zeddemore. No, I didn't. I meant just Ernie Hudson. So I was about to say that's what Winston Churchill said. The Zaire Army.
Imagine if Winston Churchill
the
was
Zaire
in this
Army
movie.
got a piece of that ass.
It'd be much more racist.
We transition to a wide shot of the volcano to let us know that we're still over 1,000 miles away.
And it's at this point in the movie when you're going to be tempted to press the down arrow on the remote to see how long you still have left in this movie. Because you're like, we got to be getting close to the end, right? You couldn't be more wrong. There's still like an hour left from this point. You're like, what the fuck is there to do?
Just drop the monkey off and leave.
Return the monkey.
Either bring it home or leave it here, okay?
We love this monkey!
We love this monkey!
They climb the volcano.
See, Wes, I told you.
A monkey, Wes?
Research says people love monkeys.
You guys aren't even trying anymore. So they climb the volcano
Jesus
and then...
Christ, Ben, I'm busy.
So, action, Gus, or... Jesus, Ben, I said I'm busy.
Gutenberg asks Amy if this is her valley.
Is this your valley, Amy?
Which is code for time to fuck. The group decides to follow the path that Amy leads. She says, Amy, go, banana. And then Gutenberg says, I think she wants to walk into the volcano.
Amy, Peter, go this way.
I'll follow the gorilla.
And she brings them right to a bushel of bananas. No, she brings them right to a crashed airplane.
It's that plane we saw burning in the sky. Who were they?
Travis, my boss, he thought I wasn't going to make it. He sent another expedition.
As Eric said earlier, Mitchell sent out other expeditions because he thought that Laura Linney, the woman who was dead reckoning the aerodynamics of missiles with a flare, he thinks that she can't handle it. She can't make it on her own.
My God, what a waste of life.
We'd better keep moving.
Well, guess what, bucko? She's doing just fine. Guess what, bucko? Our wives left us. They cross paths with a silverback gorilla. Gutenberg lowers his gaze to show his subordinates to the gorilla. The gorilla then mounts Gutenberg. The team is amazed. Did you know that the gorilla would have mounted you in such a way? Yes, he says, through squeals of delight. Sorry, I'm just having a little tangent here. No, Gutenberg lowers his gaze, and the gorilla says, yeah, that's what I thought. You little Muppet-faced bitch. And then it walks away. The silverback gorilla has a family of his own, and they reject Amy. And Amy goes, aw, she's very sad.
Hello, I'm Amy. I'm Amy. Good, Amy.
Very sad. This also has a great line when Ernie Hudson's standing next to Gutenberg. He's like, don't run away.
Yeah.
And then they have that stare down, and then Gutenberg loses. And then it cuts, and Ernie Hudson pops out of the bushes. And he's like, I'm sorry. I ran away.
I ran away.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I ran away.
Sorry about that.
It's the side eye from the gorilla for me, too. I don't know if you guys caught that. Like, that animatronic silverback gives Amy the most pronounced side eye I've ever seen. Like, there was real quality animatronics on that of, like, how suspicious he was of Amy. Amy, good gorilla.
This is also a golden opportunity for our main character, not our main character, but for Steve Gutenberg to learn a lesson where, like, Amy signs and speaks to these gorillas. Hi, I'm Amy, blah, blah, blah. And then the gorillas...
The gorilla signs, fuck off.
Fuck off. And then Gutenberg can be like, oh, wow. I guess talking in English doesn't really make a difference to gorillas. But he doesn't have that. He's like, I'm going to have to strap this device onto these gorillas, too, so they can learn how to talk.
She doesn't really belong anywhere, does she?
She belongs here.
The team walking through the jungle, they trip one of Ash's camp's trip wires. They're getting close.
Hang on. What the hell is that?
Perimeter alarm. They had it around the camp.
They hack their way through the brush, and they arrive quite easily, as a matter of fact, at the city of Zinj.
It is the city of Zinj that I have looked for
all my life.
And the eye of the head of the statue at the front gate at the city of Zinj, it triggers Amy. She's quite frightened of the eye.
Okay, so we're going to get into the temple in a little bit. Inside of where was King Solomon from? I'm looking at you, Eric, because
Israel.
you're a historian.
King Solomon was the king of Israel and Judah. He's like the fourth king of Israel in the Bible.
Solomon. I should have guessed. Anyway, there's hieroglyphics in King Solomon's temple.
The same hieroglyphics over and over.
That appears to have some sort of like Buddhist statue. Like it's everything. It's absolutely everything. And the eye...
It's like Epcot Center.
Yeah, dude.
A little something for everybody.
You have this Buddhist statue watching over the front lawn, hieroglyphics inside of King Solomon's temple. And also the eye looks nothing like the eye on the ring or the eyes that Amy painted.
I was actually going to say, you beat me to it, Stefan. The team explores the ruins of the ancient city of Zinj. They find Bruce Campbell's chocolate bar wrapper.
On the step by the hood, I found this.
And that prompts them to enter the temple. The inside of the temple walls are littered with what looks like Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Mm-hmm.
So it's strange that you'd have like ceremonial Egyptian writing in an African temple that belonged to King Solomon.
Is this where Laura Linney wants to run into the temple and Ernie Hudson stops her?
Don't go in there. I'll check it out.
Give me a gun and a flashlight.
Don't be so John Wayne. You could get killed.
Is this that moment?
I think so.
Where she's like, I'm going in there. And he's like, stop being,
Can't recall.
You don't need to be John Wayne. And that struck me as funny.
Yeah.
Because John Wayne would not run into that temple.
No, he would dodge the draft, and wear a dress.
Because John Wayne was a...
The hell he was!
He was too, you boys. I installed two-way mirrors in his pad in Brentwood, and he come to the door in a dress.
It's true, you guys.
I looked this up because, I didn't want to be wrong about this. And so I don't have like a conclusive answer on it, but I do think that there are some like hieroglyphical writing systems in Africa in that time period. So
Egyptian
I have
hieroglyphical writing system?
I don't know. That's the thing. I can't be definitive about it, but I'm not 100% certain that it's implausible, but it's definitely... I don't think they knew that either, is what I'm going to say.
What if the Michael Crichton talks to the production designer, oh, by the way, they had hieroglyphics in Africa. And the guy said, great. And Crichton says, do you want me to explain further? And the guy said, no, I'm pretty sure I got it. Let me just Google. No, it's the 90s. Let me just go to the library. Hi, do you have any books on hieroglyphics? Egyptian? Sure.
Maybe it's a subtle flex from King Solomon to have, Egyptians working in his temple. Like, well. Look who's going to be working for us now.
Wait a minute.
That's the voice of King Solomon, really?
Wouldn't that have been... When were the Israelites slaves to Pharaoh?
Never. Never in history. That's just a Bible story.
No, I know. Of course I know that. But when was that? Was that
it was
before or after King Solomon?
1965?
No, 63. Because 64 was
the research partner and
Travis
Amy.
Is like, I'm going to cut you guys off.
Research partner and Amy, they stay outside with one porter named Claude from Mombasa, Kenya.
So do you speak English?
Yes.
What's your name?
Claude.
That's an unusual name for somebody from Mombasa.
Have you ever been to Mombasa?
No.
Then what do you know about it?
The name of Claude. Now, is this a subtle critique of colonialism?
Yes.
Also, should his name be Claude, French, or should it be an English surname because of England's colonial control over Kenya rather than the French? Is it racist to assume French colonial rule when it was actually English rule? Now, it's hard to say because the film ends with angry guerrillas murderously defending a diamond mine. So I'm going to ignore, or rather silence the voice in my head that says perhaps there's some subtlety and nuance in this film.
I love that little bit of dialogue.
I think it's hard to say. I think the answer
when
is
he's
yes.
like, oh, Claude, that's an unusual name from someone from Mombasa. And Claude's like, have you ever been to Mombasa? It's like, no. What the fuck would you know about it?
Then fuck off.
And see, that's the thing that I find so perplexing about that. Is like, it is well done to paint Richard, the, again, scientist, the dude that Michael Crichton fucking hates, to paint him as kind of an idiot. But also, like you're saying, if they didn't research who actually had colonial control over Mombasa or Kenya, that's just stupid. Why wouldn't you do that? Because if the intent of this is to critique that stuff, you would think you'd want to know it.
I mean, maybe Claude also is like an English surname, but it sounds a bit French to me. Anyway, Amy is frightened by a statue eye again.
Amy.
And then that guy, Richard, a huge gray mutant gorilla attacks him. And Eric, I only know that his name is Richard because you kept saying Richard. Because in my notes I wrote down, oh no, that guy. Not him. Not Guy.
It's Gutenberg's small boy. That's who it is.
Not Gutenberg's small boy.
Do you remember those children's books that had like the kids with the triangular faces? Like they were cartoons. They had triangular faces and like big eyes.
No.
Oh fuck.
Kind of.
Oh,
yeah.
this is what Richard looks like.
Yeah, that's
right?
just what he looks like. He's got like a really thin triangular face.
Yes.
Stefan, we don't body shame on this channel, okay? Now, anyway, Jodan Baker is fat and glistening like a big, fat, glistening pig.
Greased up pig.
Charles? Charlie?
What are those holes?
Lava tubes.
Inside the temple, they see steam coming from the ground.
What are those holes?
Lava tubes.
Lava tube.
Lava tubes.
The molten core must be close to the surface. Damn the volcano.
This must lead to the mine.
Homolkus
Hot
says,
goo.
this must lead to mine. And they said, what's yours? And he says, no, I don't mean mine. I mean, this must lead to the mine. It's not just our room, it's the room.
It's not a mine, it's the mine.
Oh, you think about everything. No, it's too personal. Anyway, how is your sex
Dude,
life?
what the fuck is a lava tube?
Lava tubes.
Lava tube.
It's like an underground, it is literally what it says. It's an underground passage created by like the movement of lava. So that's, I guess, where the steam...
Oh, so it's not...
Why would Ernie Hudson know that?
Because he's their guide. He knows this.
He's a worldly guy, yeah.
He
it's
was
his
a
job.
Ghostbuster after all.
So it's not a tube filled with lava. It's a tube created by lava.
Lava tubes.
The ground starts to shake, and you feel like all the exits and entrances are going to become sealed off because of that, all the seismic activity.
Shit. Let's get out of here while we still can.
And then that guy, Richard, he didn't get killed by the ape. He comes running in to the temple screaming for help.
No! Richard!
He's being attacked by an angry gray mutant gorilla, and then the gorilla throws a severed head at the group.
Who's the head belong to?
I think the head belongs to Claude, right?
Yeah, you can't really make it out.
It's all red.
Somebody's head.
But then Richard, he also dies.
From fear.
Of fear.
From fear! So during this sequence of when we first see the large gray mutant killer diamond ape, it goes into this piss poor, stroby, awful post-production slow motion effect as Ernie Hudson is firing his rifle with no kickback, no depositing shells, and no muzzle flashes. Just felt very lazy.
So
why did they do
I'm going to go out on a limb here. The ape, the monkey, doesn't look good on film, right? They can't get it to move fast because it's a person inside of it whose movement is like limited. So like, how can we evoke speed and danger and fear with this guy in the monkey suit? What if we do like this half slow-mo strobe effect so that it's always in kind of a blur? You can't quite make out what's going on and it creates like this chaos, right? I thought it would be a great idea if that's what we saw from our character's perspective, like looking at the monkey. And then when we look back at our people, they're still all in like regular, like they're all shot regularly. So from their perspective,
That's an interesting choice.
It's a blur and it's a strobe. It's like, oh, well, what happened? What was that? I didn't see it. The problem is that the whole scene is done like that. And that's where like the confusion comes in. And then it just cuts to the corner of like a wall. And you're like, why are we looking at this corner?
That's where the monkey ran to.
It's bad cinematography in that instance.
I think perhaps this was a scene that wasn't directed well, had minimal coverage. Like they didn't have enough to piece together what they wanted to actually translate to an audience. So they did a post-production effect, slowed the footage down, added some like strobe effects, and then they cut away to them just sort of going, oh, what was that? It makes me feel like it was like a ghost monkey, like it passed through them and then through the wall again.
Well, and also like plot wise, it suggests like some level of intelligence or I don't know, some level of not intelligence, but of like
monkey
enjoyment from monkey, because they're like, there's a second gorilla down there, right? They killed the one that initially attacks them. You can see the body on the ground when they leave. They also abandon Richard's corpse down there. No time, and they leave his body down there, and Peter gets over it very quickly. But there's the reveal shot of the second gorilla that was behind them the whole time. And so if the whole point is that these gorillas fall on any intruder immediately and kill them, why was that gorilla just watching?
Yeah, because they're just fucking with
Godzilla the gorilla. He's the gorilla that ate the kid's hat as his trick.
So why did your son kill him, Travis?
I don't know. I guess he was such a big fan. He wanted to own his life.
It's okay.
So Amy then jump scares the team for fucking no reason. What if they
like, don't shoot her,
and they just unload a shotgun shell and it just opens up Amy's head like a fucking like a fucking watermelon being smashed by Gallagher.
Like a flower blossoming in extreme fast forward.
The rest of the porters are all found dead. They've been gorillanized.
Never saw any animal move like that. They just kill.
So that's why Solomon's diamonds were never found. The myth of the killer ape is true.
They've been monkeyed. They all have
squashed.
They all have banana piercings.
They got the kids in the hold.
I'm cutting your head. I'm cutting your head.
The sun sets, and Laura Linney sets up her Perfect Dark laptop guns outside with these hideous purple lights that track movement.
We have sensor-operated machine pistols on tripods out there. Anything comes within 40 feet, get ready for the 4th of July.
And then Ernie Hudson surmises that the gorillas are testing their perimeter.
They're testing their perimeter.
Now, with the red tents, the blue lasers, the purple lights, the orange muzzle flashes, I was going to say that this looks like laser tag. I think I'd like to update it. It looks like shit.
Yeah, so what's going on here? We have the guns that they must have been carrying this whole time. There's no roller. There's no sled that all this gear is getting transported with. They're just carrying all of this ammunition.
Yes.
And like these 7 or 8 guns that they then set up.
Yeah.
The mood lighting, the purple mood lighting doesn't make sense. And also the lasers. This is just light, but these lasers are somehow defensive.
We don't know. We don't know.
Like these lasers.
It's one of the many mysteries of Congo.
Like if the
mood lighting.
The purple lights. Like what cum-related situation did they pack those black lights for? What were they?
It would have been tremendous if, like, hey, Laura, you calibrated these lights not to like track our movement, right? And then all the laptop guns turn inwards and just kill everybody.
But the lights. Oh, I guess. Is that what they're there for?
Apparently.
I don't think so.
No. She says that the lights are. Those are the motion tracking lights. And you see like it's not quite infrared, but there's something like on a screen that you can see monkeys running around.
Doing the Charleston.
They're out there. But what are they doing?
Homolka at the end of the scene then translates the hieroglyphics. Homolka translates hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics.
And he says, the hieroglyphics say, we are watching you.
We are watching you.
But if you look at the hieroglyphics, it looks pretty like diverse. Like, I guess all of the hieroglyphics. Each one translates individually to, we are watching you.
I know we must have hit some of them, but where the hell are the bodies?
You seen Amy?
No.
She's gone.
Well, she's joined the club then, because we've got 2 porters missing, and it seems our friend Mr. Homolka's run off too.
Amy wanders off to spend some time with the other underpaid actors in gorilla suits. She's not welcome among the clan. What do you call a group of gorillas? Is it a murder? A gaggle? A clan? Is the plural of gorilla geese? I didn't have anything else I didn't have anything else to fill out this section of the movie because like it's just a person in a gorilla suit looking at 3 other people in a gorilla suit. And it's an animal that's almost the same species as you, and you're watching it on a TV. I just felt like it was a transcendent moment.
It really makes you admire Andy Serkis. That's what I will say. When I watch these performances, I really think that these people ran so Andy Serkis could fly, because he fucking would have crushed it in this role.
Mm-hmm. More hieroglyphics reveal that the ancient stewards of the temple bred the gorillas to be aggressive.
They domesticated gorillas.
You call that domesticated? They're killing a man.
So they taught them to be this way. They bred them to violence.
So they bred the gorillas to protect the diamonds, but then they got out of hand, and then they killed all the humans. And you know that they're aggressive because they also find a pile of gorilla bones, but they're normal gorillas.
These are all the bones of gorillas.
You mean these are
No, these are the bones of normal gorillas.
With their heads all crushed in. They're not mutant gray ape gorillas.
Which you can tell immediately from the bones. I didn't get this part. And at this part, Homolka has wandered away too, right? He and Amy have both gone separate ways to find something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't get why there was a big pile of gorilla bones, especially when it's revealed a little later that there's another pile of human bones.
Hey, a couple of those
Why are they
bones, a few
separated?
potatoes. Brother, you got a stew going.
Got yourself a stew going.
There's a lot of good meat on that bone.
You take this home, throw it in a pot, add some broth, a potato. Baby, you got a stew going.
So where are we now?
Also, Ernie Hudson says, every time they wake up, Ernie Hudson says the
Lava
same thing.
tube.
We're missing 2 porters. Lava tube. We're missing 2 porters. He says it every morning. So is that cumulative?
Well, she's joined the club then because we've got 2 porters missing, and it seems our friend Mr. Homolka's run off too.
Good morning. Yeah. Porters are gone.
Good morning. Same number of porters missing.
People come first, then gorillas. Do you agree?
And then he says, humans come before gorillas. We can agree on that, right? And we're like, yes, Michael Crichton, we get it. You hate conservationism.
And then Peter's like, no, Amy always comes before me. I make sure of it.
I give that gorilla what she needs. Seismic activity causes the floor to cave in all around them.
Lava tube.
The group travel underground looking for an avenue for their escape.
making my eyes burn.
Sulfur fumes.
Let's hope there's another way out of here.
And that's when they find themselves in the diamond dugout, I'm calling it. Surrounded by
hang on a sec. No.
Evil gray gorillas.
We got, first of all,
home of many Joe Rogans.
They're looking for an escape from inside the cave, right? But they were outside of the cave.
They fell into a cave. Yes.
So they went back in the cave to look for the missing porters?
They went into the temple.
So they went into the temple to look for the missing porters and Amy, rather than just leaving.
And Homolka.
They went in, and then the seismic activity traps them inside, right?
Yes, and that's when they reunite with Homolka. He says, there's no way out that way.
This is
it collapsed.
Another great moment.
Another game for Milosh!
Another game for Milosh!
Homolka, he comes out and he's obviously distraught.
Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing? And he's like, oh,
what are you doing?
I went in search of the diamonds, and they couldn't find the way out, and I thought that I was trapped. And as he's going on his little diatribe, Ernie Hudson just says, be quiet.
I was trying to find the mines and the earthquake.
Be quiet!
And that's it.
Shut up, bitch.
I love it so much. Not be quiet, I need to listen to something, or be quiet, we're in danger. He just says, be quiet.
I'm glad they don't use his name often. Because imagine like, oh, thank God you're okay, Homolka. Homolka, we were so worried about you. Homolka, I'm so happy you're safe.
Homolka, they did you wrong. Nobody liked Tammy
they find
anyway.
themselves in the diamond dugout as all the group, they're surrounded by all those Joe Rogans.
Yes. 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 I knew it was true. The diamonds.
I'd leave those alone.
Any other way out of here?
Not that I've noticed.
Help me. Fill up everything.
Homolka tries to snag some diamonds off the ground. He says, quick, grab as many diamonds as you can. And then he gets his head squashed by a rock.
He says, fill everything.
Fill every orifice with monkey diamonds.
Fill every hole with diamonds.
They're in that pit with the gorillas, right?
It's not a pit. Like you see the sky.
But it's
like any helicopter or plane flying over this area would see the monkey diamond pit.
Look out!
When Homolka's head is squashed, it cuts to black. Now, as a kid, I remember his head getting squashed.
Yeah.
But odd choice that it's a hard cut to black.
Again, he didn't need to die. He
just wanted some diamonds.
He just wanted some diamonds.
Also, I said this about the Joker and the Diddler stealing millions of diamonds. Like, if you find just diamonds lying on the ground and there's thousands of just ground diamonds, they're not valuable anymore. Who's going to buy a diamond? Like, hey, I like to trade in these rocks for billions. No. Like, actually go and try and sell a diamond. You'll see how difficult it actually is to move that shit.
You know who buys the diamonds, though?
People with lasers?
Yeah, obviously people with lasers.
Jodan Baker? People who want diamond jewelry.
No, the whole reason that diamonds are expensive anyway. So De Beers would buy all of these diamonds from Homolka.
Yeah.
And then they would pretend like they didn't exist for a while, and then they would sell them for a lot of money. That's how it works.
You see, Stefan, even that is a correct way of doing this. Because even if that was the case in the movie, that would give you another reason not to like Homolka. Tim Curry. I'm going to say Tim Curry. I'm tired of saying Homolka. But the way it stands in the movie, he's like, wow, we found the lost city. There's diamonds on the ground. Quick, everybody. We're all going to be rich. Grab some. He's not like, back away from the diamonds. I have a gun pointed at you. They're my diamonds. I'm secretly working for De Beers, and these are mine.
No, mine.
It's mine, you understand? Mine, all mine.
Yeah, but he's just like, wow, we're all rich now. We did it, guys. And then he gets his head squashed like a pumpkin the day after Halloween.
Stay close together.
In the book, I think it's made clear pretty quickly that the diamonds are worthless too. They don't talk about it in the movie, but they're not worth anything as gemstones. They're specifically worth something because of this laser technology, but they're worthless as like actual diamonds. And they don't ever say that in the movie, so who gives a shit? But
so I was right.
Actually,
I was right, and I didn't even look it up.
In actual point of fact, the diamonds in this movie are what they call Herkimer diamonds. And they're not actually diamonds. They're more like a quartz crystal. So that's, I don't know.
Oh, that's why his name is Herkimer Homolka.
Yeah. Herkimer after the diamonds, and Homolka after the feminist hero who gamed the system.
Yes, after the feminist icon.
That's actually kind of funny. Like, hey, I have an idea for a character's name. I'm calling him Herkimer because of the Herkimer diamond. Wow, that's great. I'm just gonna pick a random last name. Diddly diddly do. This one's fine. Hitler.
No.
Herkimer Hitler. No. two on the nose.
No. Can't do that. Herkimer Bundy.
What was the name of that pig farmer fellow who killed all those sex workers? Jesus, Michael, are you okay? So when Herkimer's head gets crushed, you have another opportunity to go, oh no, poor Homolka. Gray monkeys pour out of the walls. The ground and the walls all shake. One gorilla even uses a trampoline to vault himself across the red sand to be shot midair. Laura Linney finds Ash, Bruce Campbell, which is good news. The bad news is that he's dead. Laura Linney then preps her laser with one of the many diamonds that are just lying around.
Hang on a sec. Because you're jumping. There's important stuff here.
Okay.
Laura Linney and Steve Gutenberg see a door that they think that they can leave through.
Check if there's a way out back there.
So they run to it, and that's where they find Ash, who's dead.
Charlie? Charlie!
It's him?
It's him.
And then Laura Linney looks up in this room and sees diamonds all over the ceiling.
It's a geode. A giant diamond.
Then she says, it's a geode, implying that they're...
My geode must be acknowledged.
My geode must be acknowledged.
But the implication is that the whole interior of this volcano is a geode, and the geode has diamonds growing inside of it?
Yes.
Which is not the case, and it's not true. They see Ash dead, and then Steve Gutenberg grabs her by the hand and says, come on.
Come on.
Like, where? Where are you taking her?
Help me.
He says, come on, like he has an answer, but he doesn't.
Come on, save me.
We're going to leave this room where dead Ash is to go back with the gorillas. It didn't make sense to me. He just wanted to look like a man who had answers.
But he doesn't have any answers.
And the other thing too, dead Jeffrey's in there, and no one gives a fuck about dead Jeffrey.
She could give a fuck.
He actually died not from the gorillas. Yeah, he died from jumping in that pond. It was unrelated.
She could not give a fuck about anybody else. Bob, quit screwing around. Stop playing dead. No, he's actually dead. My best friend Richard. Leave him. There's no time. Ash is dead. And Jeffrey's here too, but he's not moving around. Like, she doesn't care. It's great.
I was really scared I'd be alone forever. Be quiet.
Isn't there a way out back there?
No, there's nothing.
We're almost out of rounds.
Gutenberg is pulled into the center of the monkey fight ring.
Hey!
But Amy leaps in to his rescue.
Ugly gorillas, ugly, go away.
And there's a shot of Amy jumping down, and it looks like about like a 3-story jump. Like she screams primally, and she jumps down. I would have just loved it if you heard like a hard thud. And then you just pan over and Amy's on the ground. She just dropped to her death.
I don't know what to make of it.
But no, sorry. Amy comes in and she roars at the evil gray mutant apes and rescues Steve Guttenberg. And she says, "Mother, mother," or something like that.
Amy.
Mother.
Laura Linney then uses the most powerful laser weapon ever devised by man to jump out and kill evil gorillas so they can make their escape.
Maternal instinct. Long may she reign. What the hell are you doing anyway?
What am I doing? I'll tell you what I'm doing. We're getting out of here.
We are. What about them?
Put them on the endangered species list.
I forget what she said when she may as well have like jumped out and said lock and load.
Yeah,
and then just started to blow these guys away.
She gets a Schwarzenegger line. She says, "Let's put them on the endangered species list."
Awesome.
And she starts fucking mowing down all the Joe Rogans.
And they're like gorillas are already on the endangered species list.
What the hell is that?
The latest thing in communication.
So again, fuck them. Fuck the gorillas.
Yeah, fuck the gorillas. Are they mutants? What's up with these gorillas? Aren't they just like inbred?
No, I like to say mutant gorilla because I like to say mutant gray monkey because they're not mutants and they're gorillas.
Yeah, they're more like the royal.
Okay,
they're like the royal family of gorillas.
Yeah, they're the Habsburg monkeys. Is what
old, white, and inbred and fucked up. I say, Charles, they're after our diamonds. Can't have that.
Yeah, they did look a little bit like Prince Andrew. So, like I said, Laura Linney uses her laser to kill monkeys. The volcano then begins to erupt. Lava flows in and starts to kill gorillas. The survivors, Laura Linney, Gutenberg, Ernie Hudson, and Amy, all run from the volcano as the earth shatters all around them, revealing our molten core.
Okay.
Whitmore destroyed the Queen's ship, and the daughter knocked out her shield. Now listen up. They're going for our molten core. You've got 4 minutes to destroy the Queen, so give her hell.
Once again,
she does say the 4th of July in this movie.
Our guy, Steve Guttenberg, trying to act like a man, says the volcano's erupting. We need to get to high ground. They're already on a mountain. They're as high as they can be already. What the fuck? And they're running down the mountain like... It doesn't make sense.
We need to get to another mountain.
He just said, "I don't know what I'm doing. Please carry me wherever it is we need to go."
Ernie Hudson carries Amy. Laura Linney carries Gutenberg. Just run out of there.
Yeah, we should change the name of the film to Watch Laura Linney Kill Apes. So another thing, like Gutenberg, the Muppet Gutenberg, he is about to fall into some lava when Laura Linney once again saves the day by using the laser weapon to chop a tree down, constructing a makeshift bridge.
Hang on!
Watch out!
Also saving the life of Amy as well. So she's the hero.
Ernie says...
lava tube.
Ernie says, "Watch out," as the tree's falling. Like they can do anything about it.
We witness as scale model after scale model collapses. The team manages to make their escape back to where that one plane crashed.
There should be a big yellow case with a red stripe on that plane. Break it out. It's a balloon. I'll get the transmitter.
Laura Linney then calls Houston, Texas. She calls Mitchell.
That is KR 81452. Houston, Travis, do you read?
And she breaks the news to Mitchell that his son, Ash Bruce Campbell, is dead.
I thought I lost you.
I have bad news. Charles, he was killed.
Did you get the diamond?
But all Mitchell cares about is the diamond.
Did you?
Yes.
Good girl.
And this is a callback to earlier. And we know it's a callback because she says, "Remember earlier when I said to you that if this was about anything other than saving your son, I was going to make you pay?"
Do you remember what I told you? If I ever knew you sent me here for some diamond and not for Charlie, that I would make you sorry.
She says, like, "Don't you care that your son's dead?" And then Mitchell goes, "You have to shake your head. Where's that? And she says, "Are you saying diamond?" "Yes." Diamond? No diamond. Dead son.
This is.
Is there a buffet open? You're not here. You're where you are, and I'm where I am.
This is where I finally realized what was going on, and I think that what Laura Linney does is actually quite mean, because very clearly Don John Johnson has Tourette's. He's extremely bad Tourette's, because she says, your son is dead. And he goes, Garmin! And he gets really immediately very... And so this is a sick man. And then she blows up his satellite. So I think it's fucked up. Laura Linney lost me here.
We should do a fake commercial for the Rod Steiger School of Acting, where like the first testimonial is Jodan Baker. He taught me how to act with my jowls. So Laura Linney then asks some perplexing fucking questions to Mitchell. She asks, what would happen if she put a phone number into the transmitter?
You need a new cash machine. What would happen to the satellite if I put its phone number in this laser and pull the trigger?
The chip from the transmitter's got the satellite's number, doesn't it?
The laser takes a 12,000 channel chip. You put all that power through that diamond.
And then she plugs something into the field computer, and then the diamond laser shoots into the sky and destroys the satellite in orbit? Does anybody know what happened?
Yeah. The whole thing that she says is so mind-boggling. Like everything felt like a non sequitur. It's like, oh, what would happen if I programmed the satellite ID number into this computer? The computer has the satellite's phone number. If I use this phone number, what would 1.21 gigawatts of electricity do to this laser? I bet you that it's like
a bolt of lightning.
Follow with me.
You're going to shoot the laser at the satellite, is what you're saying.
Wait, Eric's going to save us. Eric, save us.
Oh, no, yeah. Okay. King Solomon. This was his diamond mine, right? So these are King Solomon's diamonds. Now, King Solomon was the king of Israel.
Yes.
She takes King Solomon's diamond and she plugs it into a laser. And she uses that laser to shoot a satellite in space. Ipso facto, Jewish space laser.
Ah, that's
why
good.
Why do they need a space laser?
I don't know.
Along with their weather weapon.
To start forest fires.
Yeah, they've already got the weather machines.
Yeah, but this was in the 90s.
I thought you were going with like the King Solomon laser is going to cut the satellite in two.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
We'll cut the satellite in two. In twain.
We'll cut the bicycle in two.
This is your solution to ruin the bike?
Yeah, I don't think it really makes sense to anybody. And the funny thing is, in a lot of the reviews that I read about this, people like lauded all the science that was in it. But if this is the science that's in it, I don't think it makes any sense. Yeah.
Science. Fuck off.
Whim wham.
Okay, so anyway, Gutenberg and Amy, they reunite.
Where'd you go? Good gorillas. What good gorillas?
And then, after giving Gutenberg a little yellow flower, Amy wanders off with her new gorilla family. And they're gonna eat her, I think. As soon as Gutenberg leaves. No, in all honesty, it's a very sweet moment.
She's home.
Amy, after having to like endure so much hardship and like the threat of constant death, and she never did anything wrong. She finally gets to like live in the place where there's the evil eye that she has nightmares about. Actually, maybe it's not a good ending for Amy.
Amy wants big dick gorilla. Amy tired of Peter's special drink. Make Amy sleepy.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was thinking the same thing. Like Amy's nightmares never get resolved.
Amy happy.
She has a nightmare and then
Amy live in Berkeley. Amy live Central AC. Amy live Africa. No. Just like the machine breaks.
It explodes.
Amy live near McDonald's. DoorDash.
She'll be all right.
They know what to do. Is us I'm worried about.
We've got to go. Come on.
Our heroes watch as the lava pours from the fires of Mount Doom. And then they leave via hot air balloon. Which they had the whole time.
No, it was on the
and
plane.
They say, I hope.
What did they say, Travis?
And they say, I hope the air blows us someplace good.
And then Ernie Hudson says,
blow me.
It's blowing us somewhere nice.
It's blowing somewhere.
It's blowing us to my friend's island.
I was going to say, hopefully the air doesn't take them over Zaire.
Yeah.
Because as you know, that military has fucking heat-seeking surface-to-air missiles. So that hot air balloon is going to go up like the fucking Hindenburg.
No, Ernie got a call from Epstein. Epstein was just pleased as punch. You're bringing a 7-year-old? It's a 7-year-old gorilla, Jeffrey. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
All that matters is the age.
Amy, not want be here.
No.
So the film finally ends with Amy is she's watching the balloon float away, and then Ernie Hudson says, "Look, down there, we're leaving it. Leaving what? Congo. Come on!" And then the music that ends the Matrix plays, and it says written and directed by the Wachowskis, which is really surprising that they also did this, because they've been on a roll with movies that we've been watching thus far. I just love the fact that, like, hey, it's a movie about monkey space lasers and it ends with a hot air balloon ride. Like, are you on fucking drugs? What movie did you watch? I don't know how it works, folks. Goodbye, folks. It's like the Wizard of Oz, just like waving as he's just floating away.
It's a vision that Michael Crichton had.
And that's what I found so interesting, because like Jurassic Park is such a hit. It's so good. And then this is something else entirely. And I was very kind of...
Well, what's the difference?
You know, like you can really, like everybody...
What's the difference between this and Jurassic Park?
I mean, production value and quality of the cast.
Yeah, it's definitely, Steven Spielberg versus Frank Marshall.
And who the fuck is Frank Marshall?
Frank Marshall was the producer on Jurassic Park and Indiana Jones. He's a film producer. So he was sitting in the cuck chair watching Jurassic Park, and then he's like, I can do this. And that's why he's in the cuck chair, because Steven Spielberg, fucking his wife, said, only I can do this.
Well, no, he's fucking Michael Crichton.
I made fucking E.T.
Steven Spielberg is fucking Michael Crichton.
No,
he's in the Amy Gorilla costume. So
I'm gonna say he can't be fucking his wife. It's gotta be.
No, he's fucking Frank Marshall's wife. So I want to just go back, because at one point Stefan had this. It's like he read my mind. Like the moment when you click pause or up on the remote to see how much longer the movie has until it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's almost a very good, bad movie, but it does sort of lull in the center. So on the far end of the spectrum here, you have the, so far what we have, like the top end, high, top shelf B bad movie is Deep Rising. On the other end of the spectrum, in the bad zone, is Independence Day Resurgence. Where does Congo fall on that spectrum?
Congo is definitely closer to Deep Rising than it is to Resurgence,
Mm-hmm.
mainly because Congo is trying to be its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Being unique, it definitely gets like points in the plus column. Also, like the practical effects and being on actual locations, even though the locations look like, Disney theme park rides, they're still physically in a space.
Yeah.
That's what makes these types of movies enjoyable to me. Having a couple of characters sitting in a CGI cockpit in CGI space fighting CGI aliens is not as interesting as an animatronic gorilla that occasionally is a person in a gorilla costume wandering around like the forests in California with like plastic African plants to try and gussy it up. It's like, oh, let's have some running water in there too. Let's try and like make an effort. That's where this movie gets notched, and it's definitely higher up on the scale compared to something like Resurgence.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I think that's well said. I would put it in the same place. Practical effects go like a really, really long way for me. When we do these and I watch these movies, most of which I haven't seen before, I kind of gauge the quality of the film with, or I don't gauge it this way, but I find there's a correlation between the quality of the movie and how well I'm able to write material for it, or like make notes and come up with jokes. And I find that it skews more towards the better movies.
Yeah.
I am able to take more notes and have more fun with.
I feel the same
way.
way.
If you listen to our conversation about Batman, if you listen to Deep Rising, I find that a lot easier to do than, say, Independence Day 4. Because, like Stefan said, this is trying to be its own thing. And when we talk through these movies, we have suggestions and we have ways where we say like, oh, this would make the movie better. When we watched Independence Day 4, you couldn't save that movie from within. You'd have to redo it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas all these other movies, you can punch them up and they'd actually be quality, like they'd be better than they are. So I would put it kind of in the same place. I didn't hate it at all. I enjoyed watching it. I've always kind of wanted to see it. I kind of always had the understanding that it was more of a horror movie. So I was pleasantly surprised with the kind of like Indiana Jones light adventure.
Well, the horror movie elements come from like the trailer for it, which is a lot of like POV monkey attack shots.
Yeah,
it makes it seem like it's like an action movie, but it sort of feels more like an an adventure film across the Congolese rainforest in search of a secret buried treasure.
So it's got
Alan Quatermain voice.
It's got like the vibe of an Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah,
right. You have your characters off on an adventure, but the problem that this movie has is that there's no force stopping them or trying to stop them or beat them on their way to the thing. And that's all that it's missing, really.
Yeah.
Is Herkimer Homolka being, like, if Homolka was a bad person, like, let's just try and imagine that for a second. Homolka's a bad person. And throughout the movie, Homolka's doing bad things in the movie. But when you have, like, a character as competent and as, like, in control as Ernie Hudson that just kind of keeps them free from danger the whole time, then it's not really, then it's just a long journey. Yeah, getting to the diamond mine and then the diamond mine collapsing because it's in a volcano is kind of like Indiana Jones after, they crossed the seal with the Holy Grail. And then the message there is, let it go. It's not worth it. You don't get the same kind of satisfaction from Congo, right? And we can punch Congo up a little bit, but it would only make it more satisfying in a narrower way.
I forgot one very important point. At the end of the movie, when they're on that hot air balloon, Laura Linney has a big rock-hard diamond, and she says, chuck this.
Peter, would you do me a favor?
What?
Would you throw this away from me?
You sure?
And Gutenberg says, and he just sort of lobs it off. And it would have been great if, like, he cuts it back on the ground, like Amy's happy, and the diamond hits her in the head, cracks her skull open, and she dies.
Peter, would you do me a favor? Would you throw this away from me?
Ouch.
Going back to Indiana Jones, like, yeah, do that adventure story. Put some things in the way. But instead of, like, being followed by, like, the Nazis, you should have, like, Laura Linney, Gutenberg, Ernie Hudson, and they're being, like, followed, but it's, like, gorillas in suits, like, hiding behind newspapers. And then you hear them say, is that a gorilla in that taxi cab with his hat pulled down? Is he trying to fool me that he's not a gorilla? Here's my review. I'm going to give it 10 ooey gooey skeletons out of 10. The skeleton being the hallway skeleton from Deep Rising.
I give it 10 ounces of dribbler cum from the dream machine in Batman Forever.
I give it 10 bright, shining, Homolka did nothing wrong.
Oh, you know what we should say before we're done for this discussion? That I think a lot of... Well, first of all, did anyone else imagine when they arrived at that other crashed DC-3 that Joey Pants was just going to step out of that plane too?
It's a goddamn miracle I survived. Pilots were a couple of hooahs.
I got you guys all those chocolate bars you wanted.
I was just... last point is that the cast, especially Laura Linney and Ernie Hudson, really make this movie very enjoyable. And then the guy who looks like Steve Gutenberg is... a nothing person. He's just not there. Just doesn't. He's outclassed by Stan Winston's monkey effect. And the monkey it can't even fully blink. The eyes are dry. It's like, you can do a bit better than what this fucking rubber monkey can do. Can't you, Gutenberg? And he's like, I'm not Steve Gutenberg. I would probably give it more effort if you stopped calling me Steve Gutenberg.
You make this movie so much better. You cut out Steve Gutenberg completely and the monkey, and you just make it Laura Linney has to try and rescue Bruce Campbell, and they hire Ernie Hudson to help her.
In effect, the monkey with the speech box sign language thing has zero
it doesn't
impact
come
on
in
the
once.
story. And this is actually a note that I made. No, we jumped past it, but the movie fucking jumped past it too, so it doesn't matter. When she jumps down and saves Peter, she says something to them. I don't know why they don't just kill her. They got a pile of gorilla bones outside, and the movie never explains it, except for Ernie Hudson being like, maternal instinct, long may she reign.
She says, go away, ugly gorillas. And then the gorillas look around and one of them says, Howard Johnson is right.
That's another great Ernie Hudson line. Oh, maternal instinct. May I have a what does he say?
Lava tube.
Say it again, Eric.
Long may she reign.
Long may she reign. What the hell are you doing back there? Like, he's just like...
Yeah, he's great.
He has this little moment like, oh, yeah, we're doing this, right? What the fuck is going on?
Here's what you do. You cut out... Yeah, no, actually, I think I was going to say you just swap roles and you make Ash the dude with the monkey and the movie's way better. But just cutting them out completely also works. So I think...
Or you make Homolka and Ernie Hudson the same character. And
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like working against them the whole time.
And he's actually kind of like just after the diamonds. He's not at all the way bad guy, but that's his motivation for wanting to take this particular job.
He's after the minge.
He's after the minge.
They get to the lost city of Minge, and they're like, "There's no diamonds here." And then they turn the ring sideways, and it's like actually a yonic symbol for Minge. It's not an eye at all, and it all makes sense.
Yonic in reference to the egg, Travis.
I was gonna say, if someone said, "You ever been to the lost city of Zinj?" I would think that like they're teeing me up for like a joke. Like, oh no, I've never been there. Yeah,
like
it's in
Zinj on my balls.
Yeah, it's in right in this. It's in central Sugandese. Sugandese. Yeah, Sugandese nuts. Like I think Zinj is a boring name.
Yeah, we're going.
Laura Linney, more like boring name.
We're going to Zinj to find this rare breed of rabbits that are called slaw bunnies.
Slaw bunnies.
Slaw bunnies nuts.
Gutenberg. Do you like tapes or CDs? I don't know. CDs nuts.
Gutenberg, did you know that they identified a new kind of male? It's a Sugma male.
Sugma? What's that?
Sugma dick. Sugma lava tube.
Steve Gutenberg, do you know what these are? These are slobma tubes.
There was another...
Well, what does that mean?
Slob on my tube.
Amy, help me. They're bullying me.
Peter, stupid. Asshole.
Peter, dumb bitch.
You know what's really funny? Poor Ernie Hudson. He was in Ghostbusters, and then they made the Ghostbusters TV show. And then Ernie Hudson, because they hired, what's the name of the actor they hired to do the voice of Winston Zeddemore in the Ghostbusters TV show? It's Arsenio Hall, which for the longest time I thought was a place. You know, like there's a show on. The Arkells were playing at Arsenio Hall.
That's
But
funny.
they cast Arsenio Hall as the voice of Winston Zeddemore. And then Ernie Hudson said, I'll do the voice. And they said, who are you?
I was looking up Ernie Hudson after I watched the movie, and I saw photos of him today, and he looks almost the same, minus like a few gray hairs.
Yeah, he hasn't
No,
aged
man,
at all.
he looks amazing.
Did you see Bill Murray today? He looks like a pile of laundry.
Laura Linney's good too. Laura Linney's in fucking Ozark.
Yeah, Laura Linney's incredible. She's amazing.
Not that looks
Yeah, Travis loves
are
Laura
like
Linney.
a thing. I'm always surprised, like when people look the same as when like they first started out. And I think about like Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone still looks great, but he looks nothing like when he first started out. Same with Mickey Rourke.
Looks crazy.
There's only one actor who started out looking bad and remained looking bad, and it's Joe Don Baker.
Do you think that they had that satellite set up in Houston, Texas? Because they're like, we got Joe Don. He's not doing an accent. Let's just put it somewhere where he's from.
Yeah.
Why even reach out to Joe Don Baker?
I don't even understand the casting. Yeah.
Are you just a fan of TV movies? I loved you in
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
So listen, James, I want you to be in my movie. James, aren't you James Garner? Weren't you in Rockford?
Yes, I was. I'll sign the contract. I'll be whoever you want me to be. I was in Walking Tall Than Nothing.
If there's a steady paycheck involved, I'll be whoever you'd want me to be.
Walking Tall, more like slouching greasy.
What are those holes? Lava tubes.